we acknowledge there are guys way better looking than us. We're not delusional in this idea that I don't think that I can play small forward for the Lakers. I don't think that I can afford 3 Bugattis.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself. You can do it.
I believe in you.
If you have good energy, you can. No, I'll hold a bikini competition, and then there's girls up there competing with like the top tier girls. And then when they don't win, they're like, this thing is rigged.
Yeah, they're like devastated.
They're devastated. And we're like, well, you had no chance. Like, I appreciate you coming out here. Congratulations. Yeah.
10% of men get 90% of the women on the dating apps.
Yeah.
The reason that's such a problem is because we're guys. You bring a 4 in here right now with a big butt or big, bruh, I'll bend her over that table right there. I don't care. Now she thinks that she's on my level. I just did it because it was a random Tuesday. So now she thinks that she's up this hierarchy, and I hate to put numbers to it, but this is the way that people understand it. She thinks she's here when most of the time the guy that does that would never actually date her. But because there's so much access to so many men and so many women on such a large scale, it creates this kind of dissonance between where people should be. That becomes dangerous as well, because now you have girls that are probably not in the league of a guy like you. They think they're in that league because that guy slept with her.
Facts.
But the truth of the matter is he just got nothing to do on a Tuesday night. Sorry. And now she won't give the normal guy a shot because she's been with the big boss. She's been with the successful guy. And it's a bunch of bullshit.
Reason why I love this video is because the complaint is when someone says what Justin says, the response is, you're just an incel who's angry at women. No, Justin is telling you the story from the other end of it, from the Chad standpoint, telling you that a girl will have sex with me and actually think she's on my level, and then she won't give a regular guy a chance. And you and I've had this discussion before. I'll hold a bikini competition, and then there's girls up there competing with like the top tier girls, like Ambry McKee and Masha Diduk. And then when they don't win, they're like, this thing is rigged.
Yeah, they're like devastated.
They're devastated. And we're like, well, you had no chance. Like, I appreciate you coming out here. Congratulations. Yeah. It takes a lot of fucking courage to go up there in a bikini. But like, you are out of, you had
and
no chance.
Even if you look amazing, like those girls are like
they're
top.
Yeah, they're going to beat you. So like,
they're going to beat.
My point is, what the other thing we're trying to say is we acknowledge there are guys way better looking than us, way more attractive than us physically. We're not delusional in this idea that I don't think that I can play small forward for the Lakers. I don't think that I can afford 3 Bugattis. I don't think that I can. Maybe I can. Probably not. I probably can't.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself. You can do it.
I believe in you.
If you have good energy, you can. No, that's the thing. Like, we're not delusional, because me being delusional, I don't have a company. If me being the delusional, my employees like starve. I can't be delusional. Exactly. That's my point. And so that's the thing. We talk to these, and you mentioned this before, and I've talked about you specifically. The girls who will sit there and ask us, be like, "Hey, can you fly us out for Babes in Toyland?" Yeah. It's a charity for children, bro.
I flew from Australia for it.
Yes,
that's what I'm here for. I flew on my own money.
I'm like,
every one of them.
I'm like, there's 30, 40 girls there with millions of followers, and we're gonna pay for you to come to a children's charity?
Will you fly us out and do our hair and makeup?
Yes.
It's like, are you providing hair and makeup for everyone? And I'll sometimes respond.
No. What's even better? No. You missed these.
Wait, they ask you for this?
They'll ask, and I'll be like in the group chat, so I just like kind of step up and be like, no, that's not.
Because girls take like her word more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, you heard what Justin said. He goes, the girl will sleep with me and then think she's on my level. Right?
80 or 280?
80 or 280.
80 or 280.
He goes, blind, cripple, or crazy. It goes 18 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. That's the U.S. Army credo. Is that correct? What they say in the U.S. Army? Going back to what we said before, the understanding of like, I understand that there's some guys that are way better looking than me. And then you see that there's some women that are just absolutely delusional. And he was talking about it from the sense of like some girl he hooked up with. For me, hosting at this point, close to 70 different pageants, I see girls that come and participate, and I love them as people. They're wonderful people. And some of them, you know, we hung out with them at Swimsuit USA. They know they're not going to win, and they just have awesome personalities, and I love hanging out with them, and they're having a great time. And then there's some girls out there, legitimately, they think they could get top 5, and they're right. They could get top 5. And then there's some girls out there that are angry that they didn't make top 5, and I'm like, oh, you think shit? Like, what is going on here? Like, no. You didn't earn that cover. Your man bought that for you. You didn't know? You really aren't on the cover of Max. That isn't real. Oh, you didn't know. Oh, and I've heard you talk about this before, and it's like it becomes this dilemma because now nobody gets what they should get. Nobody can be happy.
Hey, I'm just happy when the pageants are women. I'm just happy with that.
Yeah,
I'm happy the pageants have women.
When none of the women have penises.
Oh god.
I know Justin Waller. Women throw themselves at this dude like no one I've ever seen in my entire life.
You want me to tell you a story? I can tell you a story.
Like, crazy. Like I'll be sitting there and I'll have girls like literally come up and hand me a camera to take a picture of them with Justin.
So I have to tell you a Justin Waller story. Okay, so Justin Waller and I, it was in like 2022. We were in Dallas. We were there, and it was the last night we were there. We were at the hotel, and we were going to be over in Miami the next night. And it was me, and it was his photographer guy, his PA, Tom was with us. And we're at the Mexican restaurant that's at this place, and we're just sitting there minding our own business. It's like a Sunday night, right? And this chick walks by, and she's not a bad looking girl, and she just kind of breezes by us at our table, and she takes like, it looks like a tab, like a bar tab, or like the paper, you know, for your menu stuff, and she just does this on the table. I'm looking at it, and he picks it up, and he looks at this, and it says Ashley something or other, room whatever it was, and a phone number on it like that. And he holds it up, and I actually have a picture of him holding the thing up. That's Justin Waller's life, like in a nutshell. And I could not believe that happened right then and there. And I'm like, well, the only guy that I know who it could happen to will be Justin Waller. He didn't open his mouth.
Hold on. We want to make this point. Like,